Hi guys, it's your boy Endless Bucket here, and I'm here today to talk about a severely underrated shonen manga known as Yajin Tensei, Karate Survivor in Another World. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh my god, another world! This must be another isekai abomination. And I'm here to tell you that is not the case with this one. Now, short story. I started reading this manga about 2 years ago after I was in my Sekai Shunbi phase, but we don't speak about those dark because you guys came here to see why I root for the man, the legend, the Yajin. Now, let's get into it, my non-bucket viewers. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that this video will be containing massive spoilers for the manga. I will not be talking about any story-specific spoilers, but I will be describing the manga based off how I read it and be showing some scenes from the manga. So, if you are interested in this manga and may want to see it later, I will give you a few seconds to click off the video.
おやすみ。おやすみ、ユッキ。
Okay, awesome. The critics are gone. And now, since they're not here, I can tell you how gas Yajin Tensei is and how unique of a isekai manga this is as well. And oh boy, thank goodness it's unique because, I ain't gonna lie, most isekai, they be coming quite dry. But once in a while, you get hidden gems like this one. Let's get into it. This manga has the perspective of watching our protagonist go from a skilled martial artist into becoming the martial artist. My man literally becomes him. But my boy's starting off as a wannabe Tarzan, turning into refined savage, becoming dope mercenary, and then finally turning into the guts of martial arts. Not physically, but he's on his way there. But what makes this manga really gas is how realistic it is when it means diving into a fantasy world. There is no magic that is a broken FU button and everything dies. There's no legendary weapons that can destroy civilizations within milliseconds, and we don't have any protagonists with cheat abilities that can break all logic and fabric of the universe. That's right, I'm looking at you, Demon King Misfit.
心臓を潰したぐらいで俺が死ぬとでも思ったか
It is, as I said, low fantasy, which is a good change of pace, honestly, and I wish more sekais would follow this formula. I mean, our protagonist literally only knows martial arts, and that's it. But that's what makes it so dope, bruh. I mean, who does not want to see a man with no magic or weapons beat a goblin so hard that his face decompresses into a pancake? And I know what some of you are probably wondering. If our protagonist isn't OP, how in the world does he fight these crazy looking monsters if he's not broken? Well, if you ever experienced a true peak fantasy, the MC ain't nothing without the fellowship, or as I would like to call it, the squad. And I'm gonna tell you, I greatly appreciate this because too many times in too many isekais do we get main protagonists that get these interesting, intricate party members only to make said party members useless just so that the MC can shine and look even more OP. I'm looking at you again, Demon Misfit. Because I know full well if I'm in another world fighting mages, fully armored knights, and dragons that came straight out of Willow, I'm pulling up with the boys. Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! This manga also has great storytelling, which makes you actually feel like you're fighting the monsters and experiencing mercenary life in a low fantasy firsthand. Kind of reminds me a bit of Berserk, which is not a bad thing. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it also has some of the coolest fights in manga that I have ever seen in my entire life. So that might be another reason you want to look. I mean, look at this. Examine this pic. My man is literally making breakfast, lunch, and dinner just by punching this person in the face. There aren't a lot of isekais or fantasy mangas where you can see this type of detail in a punch and done this well. Best part about the fights is when it's all done, you literally have people that turn around once all the carnage is finished. They literally look at this man dead in the face. These remind you, these are people who have used swords trying to kill the MC, and they just stare. And all they say is, "Bro, are you out of your mind, bruv? You just killed that man without a weapon." They make it sound like the sword is way better than killing with the fist. I mean, I don't know. What, it's gonna be cleaner with the blade? I don't know about that. Guts made it look pretty brutal as well. Because throughout this whole manga, my man is literally playing a different game. He's playing Dragon's Dogma. Also, if you are some fans of Vinland Saga and want a medieval fantasy version of it, I mean, this is probably as close as you might get. But in all seriousness, I know you all got real lives, so I'm gonna let you go back to that world. But in conclusion, if you like a manga with a beautiful story that involves a main character fighting for his life against all odds with no broken powers and armed with nothing but instinct, martial arts, and the boys, and having massive amounts of plot armor, then Yajin Tensen might be the manga for you. Now, those of you that are new here, this is my first ever video I have made, and I know it's probably not the best and probably will never be the best, but I expect some criticism, and if there's any way to improve, let me know in the comments. I always want to get better so I can push out better content for you guys. And if you guys want a synopsis of this manga, and I see enough people asking for it in the comments, I have no issue making that for you. And yeah, this time I promise not to go all Pooh Bear mode and disappear this time, without any notice. But if you like this video, don't be afraid to smash that like button and subscribe and ring that bell for more videos like this one. Peace.